All right.
Hey, Pookies!
We are back where you freaking recognize us. Look around, y'all. Do you feel like you're home?
We're pink
I feel
again.
like it. We're pink again.
Well,
yeah, that was crazy out there. I don't know who decorated that living room, but that shit
memo.
was... yeah, sorry.
Well, welcome back to the podcast.
Yes, I'm Brynna.
I'm Rachel.
Hey. You just say like, what's up, y'all? I'm Brynna, and next time Rachel, we go. Hey. That's where the brain rot started. That was page zero.
Why are there tears welling up in my eyes?
No, literally. Oh god. Slay.
So, anyways.
It's good to be home. It's good to be not chaotic for just a second.
A little space.
Yes. You can't tell from this point of view, but I think I talked about it a little bit in the Josh episode, but I have moved. I decorated my room the exact same, though, so you cannot tell. The only person that can tell is Rachel, because she didn't have to hike 4 flights of stairs now. I'm on the first floor now. Very exciting.
It's been a good time because of that, actually.
Yeah, for sure. For me as well, I can actually, like, walk to my car, to and from my car without dying.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
It rocks.
Yep.
Pretty pumped.
I finally now live in a place without stairs. I just realized that since I moved down to Florida, every single place I've lived, I've had to go upstairs.
It's a Florida thing. I mean...
Unfortunately.
Where we're from, like, basements exist here.
Yep.
You gotta go upwards. You can't go downwards.
Oh, I gotta stabilize
Yeah,
myself.
no, you just... I put it away from the clothes.
I know.
Sorry, Mom.
People
Rachel's
always point
really
out at
being
work
careful now.
that I sway. I think I'm always like a swayer. I was like, Rachel.
You do be swaying.
Stabilize. Lock in. Literally lock in.
He's going through this episode and you do not move like a single muscle. That'd be scary.
Well, anyways, thanks for joining us again for another week. As always, we're gonna be chit-chatting.
Oh yeah.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And we have nothing to distract us, which is definitely nice.
We'll still find a way, but...
Oh, absolutely. We were just talking about, though, that, we talked about on the episode, too, when we were doing that. We were like, this is actually harder than we thought it was.
Yeah. we get so distracted anyways. I don't know why in the world we were like, let's do something else during the episode.
I was thinking, like, I have something to mess with as I'm talking. Yeah. And I was literally like...
We just need to get fidget cubes and try our hardest to focus right here. That's the first step.
I thought about bringing, like, a fidget for right now.
We need fidget spinners, but they're right, the mic's right here. So you definitely just hear, like... The whole time. Yeah. That's okay. Yep, we're excited to be back. I'm excited to be sitting still, I'll say it.
Me too. Well, I'm just excited. I like to be sitting.
Yeah.
I'm a sitting gal.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
The Josh episode was pretty in the middle because there was someone else there, but we were still sitting. Mm-hmm. That cooking episode, y'all,
my friends, whenever we would, like, meet
I couldn't even focus long enough to edit it on time. That shit came out on a Thursday! Sorry!
My friends, when we would meet people new, we would always ask them 2 questions.
Yeah.
And it would be, are you a sitter or a stander?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you a farter or a burper?
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Personally, I'm a farter sitter.
Okay. This is like Aries rising.
Yeah. Enneagram 7, ENFP, farter,
Democrat, type A. It's in there. It's in the lineup. Gosh, I don't know. It really depends on what I've eaten. I think I'm mainly a burper. As soon as I get a sip of a soda, I am I can't keep it down.
I talked about my emetophobia last episode. That's why I don't like to burp.
Yeah.
It's just a little...
Yeah, I guess, it would be close.
Much for me.
I am very sensitive.
I hate hearing other people burp, too.
I usually do, too. I am very sensitive to smell, so when people are farters around me, I'm like, I don't know if we can be...
Yeah.
Story time already. One time, my friend's dad farted in the car and rolled up the windows. You know how they do? And I projectile.
Oh.
All over everyone in the car, especially the dad.
Yeah.
Especially the dad. I targeted it.
I went
lock on. Yeah. Like in Fortnite, like a lock-on pistol that was like, he was trying to move and I was like following. It was bad. And like, they made fun of me and I was like, no, you're not making fun of me.
Hey.
And... Well, they didn't make fun of me. The dad tried to make fun of me. And his daughter and the mom were like, no. You were the bitch that farted in the car.
Yeah.
So
my dad used to do stuff like that.
Ever since then, I've been pretty scared of farts.
That's fair. That's
not my own. Love those.
Genuinely fair.
My friend from home, Macy, we both have a weird sort of OCD where we can see the particles when people burp. We can almost see the particles. And it bothers us. Like, when people burp in my vicinity, if people burp in my vicinity, yeah. It used to be so bad that if people burped in my vicinity, I would, like
to leave.
Dip.
Yeah.
Now it's like, if people burp in my vicinity and then I smell it, I'll be like, but I have to, like, hold my breath, I have to close my mouth and nose, and I have to, like, just wait for the particles to go away.
No, yeah. Yeah. It's funny.
It's weird. It's a hard life to live.
That's why I'm with farts.
Yeah.
One time, Anthony... we were at Disney Springs in public, which
you did this in public, and that's
literally, yeah, my particles.
Literally it.
He was standing in front of me, and he I just can't even say the word farted. Like, I just can't. That word makes me sick.
Like, clear shitted.
Maybe like, I'm a farter. When I'm talking about somebody else farting, I'm like,
no, my farts love those.
Anyways, he tooted. He passed, like, literally farted so loud in front of me that I literally was like, boom. I told him, I will never talk to you again, and I'm serious. Like, we will never, ever speak to each other in our lives again if you ever do something like that to me.
Yeah, that's the worst betrayal.
This is so funny. Betrayal.
I don't understand how friends, like, fart in each other.
No. Not even, like, my sibling or anything. Like, my sister, probably the only person in the world that I, like, would fart in front of. Yeah. Like, I think, use the bathroom in front of anything. I was just supposed to say that's
I'm in a couple where we do fart in front of each other, but not close to one another. Like, I'm there, he's here.
Respectful. Like, that's respectful.
You're not going to smell it, but it's, like, funny because it makes a noise.
Yeah, it's fart. Exactly.
Yeah. It's funny because I will not be affected by it at all.
Yeah. I'm also pretty, like, very sensitive to smells. And I'm literally, like, no one can even speak to me because I'm like, I have to focus on breathing. I don't know.
I have to focus on not breathing. I have to hold my breath. I hate when you catch a smell too late where you want to hold your breath, but that just means bringing more of it in.
Yeah. I was actually talking about this in the last episode, but I forgot.
You probably smelled something so rank. During that cooking episode, you probably were like, that reminds me, I can't stand when stuff smells like ass.
It's not even like a fear. It's just like, I don't even know how to explain like what I feel. I physically like hate opening up refrigerators because I cannot stand the smell inside
You
of
must
them.
have had an experience that like somebody left expired food or something.
Maybe, but like even if it were my own refrigerator, like my own food, I only knew it was mine. I still would not be able to I have to hold my breath every time I open the fridge.
Really?
It's really weird. I don't know.
That's where it's like best. That's where your food is like most preserved.
I don't know what it is. To me, it always smells weird. I think it's everything mixed together. It's overstimulating.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a smell
that TikToker, his name's Shane, and he does all he's like, this is like, oh god, I don't even know how to.
If you show me his profile picture, I'll probably know.
Okay, because like he literally, I think I added it to my saved it to my phone. But he talked about this.
Oh yes.
Okay, now
like the color pink when it finds out hot pink exists.
The smell of multiple leftovers together is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
So whenever I open a refrigerator, I go like this.
I saw this TikTok and I said,
That's
this is the most niche that I think my For You page could get, because I was like, wow, I've never met anybody that's like expressed this ever in that way.
Well, now I have to now I'm gonna be thinking.
Don't
you just ruined my life.
Ruin everything for you. It's like, it doesn't matter who you are. I'm like opening your fridge and I'm like,
I don't really like. I think I learned that dry ice is like bad for you, and now when I open the freezer, which is not in fact dry ice, but when I open the freezer, I hold my breath just because it's like it's so cold.
Yeah,
but that's only
because funky in there too.
It is a little funky in there. That's where usually stuff goes bad too, because people are so confident in freezer stuff. Like these boys that meal prep, I've found shit in there that is months and months expired, but it's frozen, so it's not bad, but it's totally bad.
It's gross. Yeah. Also, to me, freezer burn has a smell.
It does. It does.
Like, that's
it smells like chlorine almost, but like dirty chlorine.
What I smell when I open the freezer.
Can you move that?
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't stop. Actually, no, don't. Let's see if it stops recording again. If it stays recording, slay. I have a vile story. One time, my two guy roommates meal prep, and he left. Okay, now could you wiggle it? Sorry.
Wiggling.
Slay. I don't know what happened last time. My 2 guy roommates meal prep. They'll buy, like, massive things of meat. And I'll just say his name. My boy Jai. Bought some ground beef, I think. And left for a trip.
Uh-oh.
To his home. And put his stuff away in the fridge. All except for this ground beef on the counter. And it was sitting right next to the trash. So for days and days and days, me and my other roommates are walking by our trash and being like, what is in the trash? That is smelling like that. And so we're taking the trash out like freaks. Like, we're putting one item in there and then being like, what does that smell? Like, we're all like not communicating with each other that we're taking out the trash. So we've taken out the trash like 4 times. And finally, one night we're all hanging out, we're watching a movie, and I said, I'm done. When I walk into this room, I want to throw up. We have to search. We have to search for what this is. We pull out everything in the fridge. Nothing's there. We're like walking around the room like trying to get whatever, like see where it's strongest. We're walking out of the house and then coming back in to see like if it's still here. And finally, I am like, what the fuck is in this bag? And for some reason, I am so mad that I put my face into it, and it is covered in, this is so gross, gnats, larvae, like something. I don't even know where they came from, which is something I would also like to talk about. They were in there already. They had to be, because it's a plastic Walmart bag that's not infiltrated in any way. So those bitches were in the packaging, I think. And they have repopulated, and my face is inches away from it. And I, like, fell to the ground. Fell on my knees.
Oh, that would have been...
And I had to ask someone else to take it out because I could not touch that bag. I was like, I can't tell you what's in there, take it out. And then after they took it out, I was like, that was it. It was fucking rotting meat. In the living room.
That's actually like
next to the trash can, so everyone thought it was the trash. Yeah.
We had something like this with Cool Whip at our old house. It wasn't like
Cool
even
Whip?
expired. I think it was maybe expired by like a week or 2.
Yeah.
Like Cool Whip, like a tub of it. And like, I think we had like just been like, oh, like, I think we were like making something really neat Cool Whip. Open.
Was it within the date? Like, I check dates like crazy. I've been crazy about dates since I was little.
It was like maybe like a week after, like a week.
Only
expired.
a week?
Week
That's
or 2
not real.
after. Like,
That's not real.
It was one of those things where we were like, no way, it's like this after a week.
No, literally.
Because
it had to have been bad already. Yeah.
Like, Cool Whip is white.
Yeah.
This was.
This was. Damn. Voter registration deadline is coming up.
Register to vote.
Register to vote. Register.
Registrate the vote.
You order.
Registrate.
Anyways.
Well, the Cool Whip was black. It was
How?
like it was just one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It was like, I literally was like, I said, don't look in here, please. I said, it actually looks like there's an animal.
I want to protect you.
There's an animal? I don't know if there's an animal.
There's like a squirrel.
I don't know
a squirrel balled up in there.
So like, maybe it like found, like, this is just...
Oh.
So like, tears were welling up in my eyes.
Yeah,
It was one of the weirdest. I was like, what?
Was
that? I said, what was that in there?
There's an animal in here. That's so funny. There's a rat in the ready whip.
Oh, it's so gross. Anyways, that wasn't even one of our topics.
No, but Jesus Christ, sorry if you're throwing up in your car right now. We'll stop talking about it.
Speaking of cars, that's our first topic!
Woo!
Which I think was one of our topics a couple weeks ago, too.
Yeah, let's
but
do it again,
this is like
though.
a continuous thing because...
We're going to get you angry in your
cars
vehicle.
are always an issue, yeah.
Rachel, how long do you drive to me here?
It's like 30 minutes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's not that bad of a drive, though. I know.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's like meet on the highway and film the next
To
episode.
be fair, anywhere around here you go, like, that's for how long you're driving. Like, it's not... that's like the 15-minute drive. Like, the new 15.
Anywhere else?
Yeah.
It would be 10, 15. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It does stink, actually. I went through a lot on this car drive, though, here tonight.
Tell them about it.
It was... One... I hate driving. There's so many reasons why I hate driving.
Yeah.
I
you
hate
have to be
it.
focused at all times, too.
Well, that,
you can't
it's
dissociate.
overstimulating, and also in Florida, nobody can fucking drive.
Mm-mm.
Nobody. Except for me. That's actually the only exception.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can.
It's
drive.
crazy that the two people in this room are the only people that
yeah,
can drive in Florida.
me and Brynner, me and Brynner, me and Brynner are the only ones that can drive around here, and everybody else can't. It was actually torture driving over here because one, there's traffic.
Well, and I also asked her to leave her house at like 6, so like peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the normal places there was traffic, it was actually pretty fine. And then I got over here, which is closer to the theme park world.
Mm-hmm.
And people were honking at me. I was honking at them. I literally, like, I was going onto the freeway, and, like, it's one of those little, like, there's not a yield sign because you're just going. There's no stopping because this is what this is. Like, you have to. And, like, as a car that's going this way, you'd think, oh, wow, look at that car that's hurtling into the road.
It's almost as if I have a better view of them and I should be the one.
We should scooch. No. I almost smacked into this guy. I honked at him. I said, hello?
Yeah.
I said, hello? Earth to car right
hey.
in front of me. Like, are you alive on planet Earth with us right now? And I always get so, like, I have really bad road rage.
I
do
too.
I never, like,
I say words I would never repeat when I'm
well,
on
that's
the road.
the thing is, like, I feel, like, extreme guilt when I'm, like, why? I hope you flip! Or something like that. And so I'll be like, I don't mean it. Like, I hope you get pulled over.
If you flipped, I'd actually, like,
I hope you get pulled over and get, like, a really large ticket. That's it. But, drive safe.
Yeah, but, like, don't get hurt, though. Hurt mentally, not physically.
The person is literally like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And literally, like, just don't do that again.
I have noticed a lot recently that people don't, when you're merging onto a 3-4 lane, they don't get over for you. Like recently, like in the past week.
Seriously.
In the past week, I've noticed that. An exit is not approaching. They just like to be like, yeah, I own this lane. Were you going to come in here? And I'm like, yeah, it's the only place I can go.
Like, I actually,
it's either
this or the freaking pond over there.
Yeah.
Like,
from my new job especially, there's this one road that leads right onto where you would go to a McDonald's, but you go left instead to get here. And nobody merges for me. Everybody's going to McDonald's,
truly,
I guess.
like,
when somebody is driving bad and I find out they're going to fast food, I get so mean.
And the best part about this is I'm also
you're gonna
go
eat that processed shit? Like, I get so, like, stuff that I do anyways.
I said, that's what this was
or when I find out they're going to a theme park, I'm like, you know they're not real, right? None of the characters there are real.
Yeah.
Like, right? I get so mean about where they're going unless it's literally to a hospital. I get so mean.
I hope you don't get your virtual queue.
Yeah.
I hope your lightning lanes all get canceled.
You forgot to buy your ticket, by the way. You're gonna get there and find out that you've just spent $400 fucking dollars. Yeah.
But yeah, driving around here sucks. This is actually a PSA. If you're not living in the state of Florida, Uber. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of driving
Uber drivers
around
are good.
people.
Every Uber driver I've had here has been really good.
Well, first off, this is also going to stimulate the economy around here.
Employment, baby.
Yeah, and give an opportunity to people that need it and are familiar with the area.
Mm-hmm. You're about to get really mad at me also.
Around.
Yeah, you're about to get really mad at me. If you are not from the United States, please Uber.
No, seriously.
It's hard to accommodate to an already crazy traffic pattern, but to do it here, please just Uber. For everyone's safety and sanity.
100%, 1000% agree with that, actually.
Like, unless you used to live here and, like, but it's a crazy thing to accommodate to, or to, like, switch your brain to, but to do it in the highest traffic, like...
This is not only just, like, we're talking, like, different, like, flip-flop.
Yeah.
Side of the vehicle, side of the road, like...
Everything's different. The road signs don't mean the same thing.
For a long time, I was like, that wouldn't change anything.
Traffic lights in Europe...
change everything.
Traffic lights in Europe are a recommendation. Traffic lights here are like, if you run them, you get a ticket. You get arrested if you do it enough. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not a recommendation here. It's the law here.
My biggest pet peeve is people not turning right on red here.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy.
Another pet peeve of mine, though, is if it says no right on red and I get honked at. I literally have leaned out of my window and been like, it says no right on red.
I'm literally getting out and I'm like,
yeah. Oh. But by then it's green. You're like, oh shit. But
yeah, driving sucks. It's not a good time. Oh, I put zipper merge on here.
Oh yeah.
If you can't zipper merge, then you don't deserve a license. I'm so sorry.
That should be part of, like, training.
Anytime somebody...
I know it's a recommendation, but oh my god, it moves stuff so much faster.
Anytime anyone messes with the flow of traffic, you're just making things worse.
Yeah.
I hate when people, like, say there's a car, I'm behind them, and there's nobody behind me, and this car is letting somebody come. Why not just let both of us go, and then they can just follow behind us?
I've always wondered when people cut me off, and I'm like,
stupid.
no one was behind me.
It literally drives me crazy.
You know what? Literally,
I'm like, if you waited 5 more seconds, no one would be upset right now.
This is such a bigger problem in my brain than it is, because it's definitely like taking shortcuts, abusing power.
Yeah.
Is when somebody takes an exit ramp as an opportunity to be like, oh, an open lane?
No.
An open lane to go around everyone? Like, we're not all sitting fucking still. We're all of us want to proceed forward.
Yep.
Did you think we were just parking? On
Idiots.
I-4? Did you think we were parking on I-4?
Mm-hmm.
And they think,
I know exactly
nobody knows this hack. And they take the exit ramp. I saw a video, and I literally wanted to save it. I wanted to save this video and make it my wallpaper, just to smile every day. I saw a video, I'm sure you've seen it too, of a cop pulling over somebody that's doing that. Or a cop forcing them to exit. Mm-hmm. He's at the exit ramp. It's stop and go traffic. And somebody tries to do that and tries to get back in, and the cop goes... like, turns on his lights, and, like, makes them exit. And he was like, you were exiting, right? Like, he does that whole thing that's like, no, you were exiting, yeah. And I wanted to save that and get it tattooed somehow, like a QR code of the video or something. Because, like, that video was like, yes, why don't people realize? And all the comments were being like, why wouldn't I take that ramp if it's empty? Why wouldn't I? And I was like, God.
You guys make the world...
That's what started the stop and go traffic. That's what
seriously.
started the stop and go traffic, was somebody doing that around somebody's grandpa and then cutting someone else off so everybody stops. Yep. That's what starts it.
I can talk about this
literally
for an entire podcast because it drives me up a wall. Yeah. People not being able to
the point where I'm like, no, I'll wreck. I'll wreck before I let you in.
Yeah, like, I'll smash into you.
You'll honk at me, and I had this happen when I was on my way to Universal one night. Somebody tried to do that, where they took the exit ramp around me, and I kept inching forward, and he leaned out his window and said, I'll see you there. And I said, okay, see you there. And then, well, even worse. The next car to pull up after I'm having this yelling fight with this guy is my boyfriend's family. And I was like, hey. And Shazam's like,
I'll see
Brynna?
you guys.
I did not want to get in, like, it was such a, like, calm, not conservative, but you know what I mean, like, conservative family. Yeah. And I was like,
that's funny.
Hey, y'all. Like, I was still like this when they pulled up, and I was like, I don't know. But
that's funny.
Like, I feel like I was singing a song or something. I'm like, yes.
Oh, like,
and I'll see you there too. It was crazy.
That's really funny. How was Halloween Horror Nights?
It was good. It's nice. I literally could not think of a single thing to say about it. because I don't want to like spoil the houses. I think my favorite house is the one I've done the most is Monstrose, because the line's always pretty short and it's got that fuck ass face in it. There's this like the rest of the house is not that scary. It's about like Latin American legends and monsters. Like it opens with a baby. Yeah, it opens with like a baby eating woman, and I guess that's like if you don't take care. Maybe. It never specifies her name, but first you step in and this skull is singing you through the house. And I don't know the words because it's in Spanish, but every once in a while...
I don't know. She eats babies. I don't know.
She probably does. I don't know. Doesn't she like attract people to a lake or something?
Yeah, like she like draws people to their like.
I don't know who she is. It says her name up top.
I just know Coco. They sing that song at the end.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I had to learn about her in Spanish class and the chupacabra.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, there's one that like eats a baby, and when you walk in, the skull sings you in, and I don't know the words because it's in Spanish, but every once in a while he'll go, "In Orlando," and I'll be like, "Orlando," every time, and then I walk
every
ahead.
time I see Orlando, I'm like,
Orlando. Literally, and there's this baby eating girl, and then there's this guy that's like he looks like a fisherman, but
Republicans see Democrats.
Literally. A fisherman, a baby, every friend group needs one. An owl, a fisherman, and a baby eating woman. And the fisherman is on like stilts, so his whole scare is that he's taller than you. Like it's not really that scary, and the fact that he's like, and then there's this owl that like it's an animatronic that goes like, and it's like eating something.
An owl?
Yeah, it's like a bird of sorts. I think it's an owl. But maybe not an owl. It's just a bird. And I guess these are all ancient Latin American, not myths, but you know what I mean.
That's actually really cool.
It is really cool. It's cool when they like incorporate culture like that. But there's this face that somebody I think just has like their arms in like this, but that makes it so that they can like jump at any time.
Yeah.
And you see the face as you're coming through the thing, so you know it's there. And you want to make eye contact with it, I guess, because it's looking at you or whatever. I don't know what my natural instinct is to look at this thing, even though I know it scares the shit out of me every time. But it will just push forward. And that's all the person does. And I know it's just a person with their hands in it. But it's so scary. Literally the scariest part of the whole thing.
Creepy.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm like, I don't want to spoil the houses, because literally, how many months is it along? And she probably wants to know. You want to know what's happening.
I probably, if I do actually commit to go, I'll probably watch every.
Yeah, you can just ask me and I'll tell you. Shazim likes to tuck his head into the back of my back and put his hands on my shoulder, and I will tap the sides that the scare's going to come from, because you can usually tell when there's like a wall. You're going to be like, something's going to come out of that. Or when there's a curtain that's like been rustling, you're like, something's going to come out soon. But there's a part in the Insidious house where it's just a room full of like curtains that you have to fight through, and it's randomized because it's just curtains. So every night, and maybe even every round, it's different where they jump out. So I'm usually like so good at telling Shazam where the scare's going to come from. During that part, I just go, I don't know. And you close your eyes and you run. And I will warn you about Horror Nights. Something that they love to do, they think it's so freaking silly, is put a scare at the end of the house, at the exit of the house. So you think you're done and you're like, guys, that was crazy. And you turn around and like, something's right there too.
Ew! I don't know.
So now that you know ahead of time.
I'm scared. I don't know if I'll commit to this actually.
We'll post clips if it does happen.
Because really, like, genuinely, like, it's actually like a part of the culture, like here in Orlando. Like,
you have to do every house at least once. Like that's the law.
Yeah, I've never even been to Universal, so it'd be cool to go.
Anyways,
talked about a couple weeks ago. Like, what we thought, like, the best invention or the best... I don't know how we worded it.
What's like, the most influential like invention?
Yeah, like, the most... I decided to add heating pad to this list.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, for
Shout out to heating pads.
Yeah, like, period situations, that's great. I have a lot of back pain, so I, like lay on a heating pad for a bit. It actually works.
What about a heated massager? Like, the things that have the balls that roll? And it's heated.
I keep getting TikTok ads for
I
that
could
shit.
like, it would. I don't, and thank God, because I would have. It'd be like laying. You'd see exactly my laying print in my bed, and then the thing in the middle of it. Because I'd be like that would change my life. I used to have a foot.
It's convincing. I would buy one.
Or not used to. My house still has it. It's a thing that you set your feet on, and it rolls balls under, and it heats it. And when my feet were cold during the winters.
Oh wow, that actually sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But the ones on TikTok, they're literally like.
Oh, and TikTok shop, they're like $3.
Yeah, and it's like the exact specific point in my back where I have pain. I'm like,
of course it is. And you watch it. They see your watch time being like 20 minutes because you're just like, drooling over what could be. Yeah. So
heating pads, great.
Yeah,
it's great.
I have a heated blanket that I use most nights because these boys like this house so cold, and my blood circulation is so bad.
I've been going to the hot tub in summer.
Oh,
it's been nice.
Yeah.
Actually,
I love a hot bath. I love,
Yep. I love some
No one can separate a woman in her heat, bitch.
Me every day. It's so fucking
No, yeah. It's so hot. And then after a couple hours in the heat, I get used to it. And my body's like, this is how we live now.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I said this. Who have I been saying this to? I'm amphibious now. Or is it amphibious or reptilian? I don't know what it is. I require a heat lamp. Okay. And my heat lamp is my heated blanket. I sleep with every night. I got a pink one, so it matches my room. Like, that's where I'm at in my life.
I don't want to get a weighted blanket.
And there's my cardigan.
Cozy,
when I play Fortnite, I wear my cardigan and my heated blanket in my own house.
I am the roommate that likes it cold. My roommate.
I usually am too.
I like to turn it down to 68.
My peak sleeping situation. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it tonight.
I'm
gonna turn a fan on myself and this fan on, and then I'm gonna put my heated blanket on.
That sounds amazing.
I'm sorry if y'all are like heading into work, listening to this, and you're hearing this right now because I know you want to turn around. I know you want to turn around.
Cozy scene. Well, let's talk about Mudang again.
Yes! Speaking of amphibious animals.
Mudang is a pygmy hippo. I'm actually not even sure
she's so
where
freaking precious.
Even is, where she's located.
I've seen that picture of her biting a rain boot for a long, long time. That was one of my bump pictures at work.
Yeah.
And then just recently, some videos of her have surfaced where her
I
caretaker
think she
smacks her.
is in a zoo somewhere in Asia.
Yeah. Well, the name just kind of hints maybe
Asian.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the name or whatever. But she is a pygmy hippo, and she's so fucking cute.
How is she cuter than other hippos? Does she have any qualities that look different from
There's
hippos?
some pygmy hippos at Zoo Tampa, actually.
Do they stay tiny like that?
Yeah. They're really
the
not
whole time?
tiny like her, but
Okay.
mom size, that's about it.
Oh.
I would say they're the size of little baby out there. Anyways, Muding's precious.
Yep.
She's so cute. That's really all I have to say about her is that she's cute. And you should
everybody's
look
like,
at
he's
photos of
hitting her, but I think she likes it. I think it probably feels good.
her. Yeah, I think she's
because she probably can't get to that part of her body, so she's probably like,
so cute. She is very chaotic.
Yeah, and so is her
She's
caretaker,
kinda
which is
gossip.
also hilarious.
Yeah.
They found each other's energy.
Yeah. Muding.
Ugh, I need to watch videos
Go
of
look
her.
around.
I'll probably cry if I do.
I know.
I
She
love
is
the way they
cry-worthy.
look.
That's how I felt about Fritz, the baby hippo that was born at the Cincinnati
Yes,
Zoo.
I was in all the Facebook groups for Fritz.
I was obsessed with
Yeah.
him. He's still so adorable. He's still pretty small.
Fritz is the one. No, Fiona is who I
Fiona.
was in. Yeah, but they're related.
She's the preemie one, yeah.
Yeah.
So Fritz is her.
And then Henry is her dad. So Greta is her cousin.
Yeah. Yep.
We know celebrity.
We do. Junie B. Jones. And the B stands for. Did she say Beatrice?
Bands. Oh.
I forget at the beginning of every book, she'd be like, my name's Junie B. Jones. And the B stands for
Probably.
bitch.
I said the B stands for bands.
Junie B. Jones book intro.
I don't remember reading much of these.
Oh,
I know I read them because I have the whole collection at home.
This was this is all I read all through elementary school, probably.
Yeah.
I think I've read every single one of them.
Who was the detective?
My AR reading, shit, was...
Your teacher was like, girl, something else.
She said, come on.
Anything else.
Junie B,
Who was
she
the
got
detective?
me... Oh.
That's who I read. I gotta look it up. Maybe?
We are, mascot, our whole theme in elementary school, we were the Rockets. We were the Roberts Rockets, so our theme was space. And we had a wall in our hallway that had the planets on it. And, as you progressed in AR reading, you would move to the planets.
Yes.
And then once you, hit the highest level, you were, in the stars. Because we were, the Roberts Rockets shooting for the stars. And Junie B got me to the stars. Every year.
Yes. Yes.
We'd also get gifts every year for
Maybe
this,
it was
too.
Nancy Drew. But I don't remember reading
Nancy
that.
Drew.
So I think I'm thinking of this.
Junie B.
Yeah.
She starts the books by saying, my name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice. Except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B. And that's all.
Yeah.
Cute.
That sounds familiar.
Junie
She
B.
slayed.
Jones.
She slayed.
She did slay. I love Junie B. She
Junie
represented
B.
me at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still.
I read a lot of the Big Nay Diver Wimpy Kid.
Oh. Captain Underpants books?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was reading those, but the two I listed, yes. And then I tried the Diary of a Nerdy Girl or whatever. The pink book alternative. Didn't fuck with it.
No. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I tried something, it didn't work.
There's... it's those are actually some of... Genuinely, unironically,
so
one
funny.
of the funniest books
Yeah.
ever written.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as well for the movies.
Yeah.
I was at work the other day, and I was, oh my gosh, I was talking with somebody about picking, your nose.
Uh-huh.
And I was, telling them, I was I pick my nose.
Yeah.
I'll say that on camera. I don't go a day without,
I think
picking my
everybody's
nose.
lying if they don't say, if they
No,
say
seriously.
They
It's
don't. Shit gets in there and you have to get it out.
I need a clear airway.
Yeah.
So usually, when I wake up in the morning, I'm okay.
I spend a lot of time on my nose. Yeah.
Little swirl, swirl, swirl.
Mm-hmm. I love a Q-tip. That feels more clean.
Yeah. A Q-tip's really...
Especially when I'm wearing makeup. You can see the fingerprints if I go in there, so I use a Q-tip.
People are
most
don't
times.
to stop using Q-tips in your ears. They, you couldn't...
I do it different.
There's not enough money in the world that would make me stop.
If you go around
doing
the
that,
edges,
actually.
no way I'm pushing shit in if I'm
I'm good at it.
Yeah, I'm different. Sorry, you don't know how. Like,
anyways, what was I even talking? Oh, I was at work and I was talking
yeah.
about, like, I was, like, saying that. I was like, everyone picks your nose. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, hello. Why would you want that stuff stuck up in there? So,
period.
take it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, whenever I talk about picking, like, my nose, it makes me think
When
of
you chase it with a booger?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
When Fregley chased him
I
with
said,
that
it makes
booger?
me think of Fregley. And they were like, who? I said, who? I said, you know, like in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That's
And
like asking who's George
as
Washington.
As a 24-year-old girl explaining to my coworkers, I said, you know, like the scene where Greg stays with Fregley and then he chases him and he slides the paper in the door and then like
So
Greg
sorry, I
puts his
chased you
finger
with
on
a
the booger and he
booger.
like lifts his finger up and then like and they were
You
like,
don't know this?
huh?
Sorry, I chased you with the booger. I put it on the paper so
said,
you can chase me
right.
back.
Yeah. I said,
What do you mean?
Yeah, like
That's like saying who's George Washington, and that's like saying what's the Declaration of Independence.
no, right? I said, okay, yeah, like forget that then.
It's cool.
Like,
I'll see you around though. Like,
I said, you guys have a good day. Speaking of George Washington, I was thinking about this on the way here. Because I was like, this would be crazy to talk about. My like great grandmother times like 10 is George Washington's grandma.
so like cousin.
We're like,
how do you know that?
so my grandfather did like a lot of ancestry. And
Okay.
like, it's actually my car. We have this huge, thick ass binder.
You just keep it there.
of, like-
Officer,
Yeah.
do you know who you're talking?
George Washington? Me? George Washington?
Yeah. Do
Um,
you see it?
but he's like a whole collection of like of records of like our just family line all the way
How
up.
cool.
And so her name is Anne. Her name was
course it
Anne
was.
Pope. So she was like a pope before and then married into the Washington family. But the reason they like
Gotta go back.
got together is because the Washington family bought property from the Pope family. And if you look on Google Maps up there, like towards where George Washington was born, it says Pope Estate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now
It's
you,
like
now you're admitting to
crazy.
your family being slave owner.
No, right? No, right? I said, is this actually
You said,
that
yo,
crazy?
that's
That
crazy.
is fucking awful.
So wait, this is so cool.
But
if
it is,
was
I mean,
not.
it's nuts to, like, know that, actually.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, to have that
I mean,
confirmed
that's to
is,
be
like,
assumed for
crazy.
every white family. But,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, you're like, oh, this is, like, actual, like, written confirmation.
Yeah.
But,
I guess it's not for, like,
I said, oh.
your family specifically.
I mean, I'm from, like, the dead middle of
Like,
the
if
South.
they, especially if they married into the Washington family, it's like, maybe there was a way that
Maybe they weren't.
they just genuinely sold property. Like
maybe they were
just
just,
realtors or something.
You know.
Maybe.
Fingers crossed. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not related to George Washington, but somebody I know was. Somebody I know.
Somebody I know who knows someone who knows someone who knows
someone.
someone who knows someone who knows someone.
Who knew someone. Who knew
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Knows
So I
George
think-
Washington.
You should be on the ticket this year.
Speaking of George Washington,
Kamala, Trump, Rachel Pope.
Rachel Pope, a
Related to-
descendant
yeah.
of.
Honestly, that in some states that would win you.
No, like.
They'd be like, oh shit, she's
Genuinely.
like heir to the throne. We
Yeah,
have to.
literally.
I've been watching Game of Thrones. In like 2 days, I've watched 2 seasons.
Really?
I'm addicted. I think it's
I'm
because
watch
I
it.
want to be part of it. I want to be part of the people that can talk about it so bad that I'm like memorizing
That's
names.
how I, like,
Half
get
of it
into
is
things.
studying and being like, okay, that's Jon Snow, that's his dog
Mhm.
Ghost. Like I'm like half of the watching the first season was being like, this is who's who. I know they're all gonna die in that one
Yeah.
episode, but I like to be
Half
in
of
on
my
it.
interests are literally like the fact that I don't want to be left out of like
Yeah.
people talking
Yeah.
about it.
literally. My
So-
my
Halloween
mom's
Horror Nights, literally.
yeah.
Mhm.
My mom's best friend was really into Harry Potter, and my mom was not really into Harry Potter. So when I was growing up, every Christmas she would get me
Good
like
for
something
your
Harry
mom.
Potter. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, slay mom for that. Having
Ahead of her
your
time.
best friend as your daughter, yeah, slay. My mom, trans ally. My aunt was really into Harry Potter, like the books, and not whatever's going on right now.
Yeah.
And I was also into Harry Potter, so I call her my aunt because it's one of those
Hard
like,
not to be. Hard not to be. Let's
Yeah.
put that out there, yeah.
wait, what?
Like being into Harry Potter.
Oh,
It's very
yeah, true.
very good story.
I call her my aunt, but it's one of those like she's so close with the family that she's a family friend. But I call her my aunt Jennifer. Love you, girl.
Mm.
She. What time is it? Oh. She. was really into Harry Potter. My mom was not, so my mom would be like, Brynna wants Harry Potter stuff for Christmas. I don't know what to get her. And my aunt would just get it for me.
Yes.
And my aunt is also into Star Wars and is also into Game of Thrones. And she would always recommend those to me. And be like, please watch these. And I'd be like, girl, no, girl. But now that I'm here, yeah. Mm-hmm. She was onto something and she tried to help me early. Yeah. She has a white dog, stark white.
Yeah.
With bright blue eyes. And its name is Ghost from Game of Thrones. Oh. And when I saw Ghost on Game of Thrones, I was like, it's like the dog. It's like my aunt's dog. But it's because it's named after Game of Thrones. But for years, she was trying to get me into it. Trying to help me have conversations with smart people here. But now I'm catching up.
I still need to get into Star Wars.
Yeah,
I'm not
I do too.
Into it. I just need to. I need to sit down and watch the movies. I just
need
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably found out that Anakin Skywalker was Darth Vader.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
I said Brynna. I actually would shove you. Probably maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, the whole I am your father, I thought he was just being
no, yeah. I also found out that Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia are siblings. Yeah. I said, what the fuck?
What are y'all watching? I act like I'm not watching Game of Thrones right now.
I just can't believe in 24 years that never was spoken in front of me. That they were related. I was genuine. I found this out probably 2 weeks ago.
Well, they found it out after they kissed. I have seen the first 3 episodes. I've seen when I say episodes, you know what I mean? Episode 4, 5, and 6. I've seen those, so I got to live that in real time.
I've seen the actual first 3 episodes. So when I tell people that, they're like, "Oh, you need to watch the other ones. You watch them out of order." Which I'm like, why the fuck would they make it that way?
The prequels?
People say that you're supposed to start with 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you are.
And
it's chronological, release date. It's like Marvel. Watch the release date so that you find things out.
That. So I'm like, oh, I watch Star Wars, and I'm watching
episode 1 right here.
This is boring.
No, that's why I stopped. I watched the first 3, when I'm 4, 5, 6, and then I started 1, and I was like, wow, this kid is ugly and annoying, and I quit.
Mm-hmm. So I'll watch them eventually. Yeah. We'll see. I did watch Marvel when I started college, because I just never watched them, and, I just love I love a good story. I love things that connect. It's fun.
Marvel, I love a good story. Endgame was wow, way to put a bow on it. And then now they're
everything else is whatever.
Except for Moon Knight. Love Moon Knight. Moon Knight's my favorite.
I was I haven't kept up with it really.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a great trilogy.
Incredible.
That's it. That's about it.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got on here? Oh, Junie B. Jones made me think of Ramona and Bezos.
Yes. I didn't read the book.
I love that movie.
First?
I think it was a book first, but it was
Joey King.
and
Selena Gomez. Nightmare blood rotation.
Would say that is probably the most forgotten Selena Gomez movie to me, because I love that movie.
It's good.
She's also...
I remember when they're yelling at each other on the porch.
Yeah. I have a little sister, so it's just...
That was also... I got compared to...
Anything
who was
the
kid?
Sisters, I'm like... Oh,
Ramona? The kid was Ramona?
Yeah. Ramona was the kid, and then Bezos.
Yeah. Bezos? Crazy name, by the way.
I don't remember what it was short for. I think it was short for...
Rebecca or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. My cousin...
I should watch it.
My cousin's middle name is Rebecca, and she goes by Hannah Bees, I think, from that movie. Because it's Rebecca, and then we shortened it.
Cute.
We all have cute little nicknames.
I love that.
My nickname is Boo, because Monsters, Inc. was my first in-theater movie. When did that come out? 2005?
Something like that.
And I was born in 2002, so why the hell were they bringing me there? I don't know, but my nickname is Boo, because I reminded them of Boo. Her nickname is Bees.
Cute.
And then Lily, her full name is Lilith, but we just call her Lil. Aww. So, together we are Lil Boobies. Luckily, they never say our names in that order, but
you guys figured that out.
It was everyone, the living room now. They thought we found gold underneath the floorboards, and we said, "Lil Boobies." Or we said, when we were talking about when Lily has kids, and we were like, yeah, they're gonna call us Aunt Boo and Aunt Bees, and when we're both coming over, they're gonna say my Aunt Boobies are coming over, and we said, wait a minute, Lil Boobies. It was
really
huge.
funny.
Huge moment.
I miss my cousins.
Yeah.
So much. They were like, well, I was the oldest sibling, so
Yeah.
it was like they were my older siblings.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
Exactly. I
miss
am
them.
seeing all of them soon. My cousin's getting married in the first week of October, so we're all bridesmaids. I'm so freaking pumped.
That's so fun.
So
I love
excited.
it. Well, let's see what's next. Let's jump around a bit.
Okay.
Me and Brynna both found out that we worked at escape rooms before we moved here.
Like, literally, as we were talking before this, we were going over
Yeah.
the topic. She was like, well, I used to work in an escape room. I said, oh, me too.
It was my favorite job I think I've ever had.
I will say I didn't fully work at one. I may have lied a little. I would go with my friend who did work there, and I would help her work.
Wow.
Most days. Like, not get paid. I would just help.
Well, because it's fun.
Yeah, that's why I would
I
go.
loved it.
We'd sit there and do homework, and at any point, because I wasn't getting paid, I could be like, I'm going to leave.
Yeah,
just
that's
leave.
the better part about it. Literally.
Yeah. But it was so fun watching them, like, set it up, and they had to come up with...
Where I worked was a family business, so...
Mine was too. Mine, like everything.
What? Okay.
Did we work at the same escape
What
room?
the hell? Well, the husband would be the one that would do the build-outs of the room.
Yeah.
Like, genuine pure talent. Like,
Yeah. That's what the wife would come up with the puzzles, and he would...
It was like a family
make them,
thing.
yeah.
They would sit around. Like, they had a daughter that would, like, was really good at coming up with the puzzles. And, like he was good at building stuff.
Wow.
The wife ran it. She was, like, our boss. Like, it was so much fun. I worked there with my best friends, which was the best part about it.
Yeah.
It was literally, like, me and my best friend Sydney, and then 4 of my other friends, and we were, like, so tight.
I know, that was crazy.
And we would come into work, and, like, we'd all, like, our little game room with, like, all the computers and stuff, would all sit there, and you just sit there and hang out with your friends all
And
day
watch
long and
people
watch
be
people.
stupid. Yeah.
Literally. I said, this is my dream job, actually.
Yeah. God,
it
if I
was
could
so
do that
much
forever
fun.
and ever.
And I love playing escape rooms, too.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Papa?
Yes. Slay.
Yay.
You ate, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, we're already there almost. What the
Okay,
heck?
escape room.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
Escape room.
Yeah, escape room. I haven't played one in so long, but I really want to.
I wanted to go here, but they're so expensive.
They are.
I got to do a
used to
free
be, like,
one.
We used to go and play like all the escape rooms around Atlanta,
Yeah.
and like
Those are probably crazy.
I was like, I don't think I've ever not escaped an escape room. I think I
Yeah.
escaped all of them.
I've escaped all of them,
Yeah.
but they like I asked for hints.
We would like
Quite a
we
bit.
would like make records sometimes. Like it was crazy. Well,
Slay.
let me not say.
But you know what you
sometimes.
were
It was,
looking.
Like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
We did that.
But you know what you were looking for.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
like we knew the locks. We'd see. We'd be like.
Yeah.
The best part, one of my favorite things about working at the escape room is when one of the locks wouldn't work and we'd have to go in.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, stand back.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Please, space, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
literally.
Have fun,
And I'm
everyone.
like, what the fuck? Yeah. I've gone with crazy arrays of people too. Almost never have I gone with a group I know everyone in.
Well, it's a test of people's true intelligence.
I would love to go with a group where I know everyone, but sometimes I'm like meeting
do it.
people as I'm.
It's an hour long.
Have you seen the TMG Escape Room podcast? You gotta watch it.
I should.
It's so funny.
But
But I'm learning about people as we're doing it. So
yeah.
I went with this group one time where I went with my cousin. She knew everyone, but I was just her +1.
Mm-hmm.
So it was all these guys that I could barely tell what they were saying because their southern accents were so thick, and they were just it'd be the most random stuff that they'd be like, oh, that's like in Star Wars. The clue is like in Star Wars. I'm like, how the fuck did you know
Literally.
that? And
we had rooms like that where we had a sci-fi room that were a couple nods to some
that's what
sci-fi
they'd be like.
movies.
Oh, I know this one.
And still people
It's
would
like
be
in the
"That's
third book of
wrong."
Harry Potter, and I'm
It
like,
was like Fourth Element.
who
or
are
something
you?
like that, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
yeah.
I remember one time I gave a clue based off of that.
What?
Because they were talking, we had a room that had, from, I think it was called the Fourth Element. So the name of the movie, I don't know. But in the movie, they had these stones that represent each element. And I was like, if you want an extra clue, this is, true Disney trivia to me.
Okay.
I said, if you want an extra clue, who's the 5th element? Elsa! Literally Elsa. And they said it, and I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? I said,
Elsa.
I said, you know what? escaped.
Yeah.
We had a
Piss
button
yourself
also.
out, bitch.
It was in the room with us that we would press the button in the back when people escaped, and up front was a light that flashed. And it was like, oh, they escaped.
They're out. Yeah.
And so you would hit it, and you go, it'd be meow meow meow. You'd hear it down the hall. It was great.
They'd come running out like.
It's actually they're closing. They're closing the business.
Oh,
yeah.
It's because no one there.
This month.
You had they had the best
seriously,
staff. Yeah. I got a free
it was
one.
like they took a hit. Like I worked there during COVID, and like that was just.
I imagine. Yeah. Nobody wanted to touch anything. Yeah.
Yeah. We used to go in there and we'd go through like a whole thing. We'd wipe everything down. It was nuts.
I was just handing salon during COVID.
Damn.
That was extra. Like
that's rough. Yeah.
Because people were like not going outside either, so they would come to me for vitamin D, and I'd be like, whatever. What you need to do here is be friends with somebody that works at one. Keaton took us, one of his friends works at one, and we needed to test out their room. They got to create a room, and they were supposed to bring in groups after hours to test it, so we went in at like midnight. Tested this escape room.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
That's so fun.
And at the end they were like, so what would you have fixed? What would you have... And here they're crazy. Like, people's creative production design, like, I thought I was really... I really thought I was in the woods.
Or something.
I thought I was in the woods. And we went... Like, it was a murder mystery one, too. And we were, like, in this cabin trying to figure out who murdered the fisherman or whatever. We were scared. Like, somebody knocked on the door really loud. Like, it was supposed to be, like, time is of the essence. He's here. And we were like...
Terrifying.
And just, like, we forgot we were on camera. We were freaking out.
Our biggest room had... 3 rooms, and you started in 2 separate groups.
Yeah.
And one side had the control panel to a submarine to turn the power on. The other side had the instructions. So you had to read the instructions through the door.
That's so cool.
To get the door open and the power back on. There was also a puzzle that would open a trap door that they would have to crawl through, and that would be the helm of the ship or the steering thing, or like the steering thing.
They're so creative. I would love to work for one of these places again.
This one guy came up with this shit. Like, I'm like, what? That is amazing to me. Like, actually...
I wonder if there's, like, a step-by-step, like...
Just nuts.
You have to have this room, this room, this room. It has to be the front, middle, back, whatever, you know.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
But I love that guy, but he had the messiest little workshop ever.
I imagine.
And...
It's his mind. It's the creative mind.
One time I, like, cleaned it with one of my friends, and speaking of, like, traumatizing situations, that was one of them. Anyways, we got a speed run.
Speaking at the beginning of the episode of moldy food.
Let's do some TV shows real quick. Dancing with the Stars premiered. It's great. There's so many good celebrities on this season. Because I haven't watched Dancing with the Stars the past couple seasons because...
I've never watched it in my life.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's actually pretty good. And you want to cry for some reason.
Oh. I was saying, I thought you had to be, like, into dance to watch it, but I guess not.
There's The Bachelor, The Bachelorette on there, the Pommel Horse guy, Alona Mohor, which I think that's how you say her last name. She's the one that scored the winning point for the women's rugby team in the Olympics. Yep. And then, who else is on there? Oh, what's her name? Anna Delvey.
What did she do? She scammed people, right?
Yeah, she was a scammer. She scammed like $250,000 out of people.
By doing what?
Faking being a celebrity,
I
think. Yeah. So she appeared. She was the last one to dance, and she had an ankle monitor on.
How did she fake being a celebrity?
But she actually doesn't. The monitor
did she not become a celebrity? By faking being a celebrity?
She was in like. I read about this. Oh, she lived in New York. So she is from, I believe, Russia. Lived in New York and was like friends with like the socialites in New York.
Okay.
And like I guess got her fame or like her popularity through that.
Got enough clout.
Yeah, so scammed some people. But she said on there, she said, I've done my time for that. This is for...
honestly, scamming celebrities?
It's for immigration issues. They're like, she was... they were trying to deport her back to Russia, but she was in prison, so she couldn't...
That'll do it, I guess.
She's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Anyways, people have so much to say about that, but whatever.
I've seen a lot of things that are like,
it is
illegal.
Just do the foxtrot and leave.
It's illegal to tamper with a...
Yeah, they like... Yeah. And then Big Brother.
They're so crazy.
Big Brother. This has to be probably the best season of Big Brother in a long time.
Love Island too this last season. They're eating.
Like the best ever. It's just one of those seasons where like anybody could win.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in past seasons you can kind of put a finger on like which side of the house is going to go in. But this season, Big Brother, like it's anybody's game actually. So it's really good. All right, what else we got? Third spaces.
Yeah, I didn't know what this was until Rachel told me. What is the third space, Rachel?
So, in theory, we all have our home and our job.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the places, for the most part, going to commute to. Going from home to work, work to home. A third space is quite literally a third space that you can go to outside of work or home. And,
is it like
have
a place that you frequent? Yeah.
Like, friends and stuff like that. And good examples would be, like, church.
Yeah.
Church is a huge... That was my third space as, like, a kid.
Yeah.
That's, like, where all my friends came from. And then, like, malls, skating rinks. And then we said third space now would be the internet.
Probably the internet, yeah. I hate that it's not even a physical place,
creepy.
but God, I spend so much time on it. Yeah.
Like, to connect with other people.
Yeah, I've got friends I've never seen in person.
Yep.
On there, yeah.
Yep. Wild.
Yeah. We were talking about how third spaces?
Mm-hmm.
Third spaces are like, we were like, I can't think of one for myself.
No.
But then we're like, oh.
Well,
but
that's why...
But it's because the internet is so...
To me, like, Disney's a third space.
Like Disney World?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But
it's crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. But, like, think about it. Like, people, what do we do? Like, when you're bored and don't have something to do, where do most people go? To the parks.
Like, right now, Horror Nights is probably a third place for me.
Third
but
place. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say mainly, like, I come home and I play Fortnite. So
third
it's like,
space.
it's home, but it's my Discord, or it's like my, like, embarrassingly enough, Discord is probably my third space, because, like, my friend from
Makes
Texas,
sense.
we talk every day. We talk every single day. We do our homework together on Discord. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
Or, like, a group chat. I
or
feel
like
a group
the
chat is a
whole,
physical
like,
place.
Internet language of, like, be right back, or gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
why are we telling each other that?
talk to you later.
We are not together. Yeah.
Well, like, we don't say that anymore because we're not going anywhere. We're
Well,
always...
even if if I'm on Discord, I'll say, like, be right back, and I'll be like, we are not in the same room. Why am I giving you any apologies as to why I can't? Like, I literally, this is so embarrassing. I canceled yesterday because I canceled on her 3 days in a row. And I said, I can't cancel on Jordan again. So I canceled on you in real life to do something real. To do something, to play a little video game where I shoot people. But it was a friend.
It's a third space.
It's a friend, and it's it's a community that I have an obligation to.
That's why we need more parks, and we need, like, community.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyways,
we need more places.
Like, roommates talk about all the time. She'd be like, we would, like, get home from work, and we'd be like, damn, there's, like, nowhere to go. Like, but we don't want to be home. Yeah. And we don't want to go to the parks.
That's what
it's job.
I don't have a community there, but that's what, like, AMC theaters probably at least 4 times a week I'm there.
A lot of people have that in common, though, where they go to the movies. So
I think the movies is mine. I'd love to make a community there, but there's so many showtimes here. Like, in my hometown, I probably could have made a community of people where it's like, we always come here at this time to watch this movie, but here there's so many showtimes of every movie that it's almost impossible.
1,000 billion seats. Well, I asked, you haven't seen the Sabrina Carpenter commercial? She did a commercial for Redken, which is, like, a shampoo, like, hair sort of thing. And people are just talking about, like, her whole brand for this album. Yeah. It's just perfect. Yeah. Like, it really is.
Her team or whoever is catering this to be perfect. Yeah.
She starts the commercial, and she's, like, sitting there, and she has, like, her bangs. And then she says something along the lines, just like, I know a thing or two about a good bang.
Period.
Yeah,
that's her consistent thing is innuendos, but
somebody
looking
was
hot.
Like, her whole brand is literally just being short and horny.
Yeah,
and it works so well for her. I said that is true.
70s short and horny. Yeah,
the short and sweet, like the whole aesthetic is just so
everything's an innuendo. And as soon as somebody starts to be like, "You're a freak," she's like, and what the fuck about it? Like, I can hear her voice being like, yeah.
Like, the whole nonsense outros to at all of her concerts. Yeah. That's what got me into Sabrina Carpenter. I was like,
on what one was she like, I probably can't say that? When she was in that interview with, she was like, we can't say that on here.
I saw this. I don't remember that.
She's just, it's so refreshing because everybody has kept such a clean, like, I feel like Ariana Grande and all these people, Selena Gomez, have kept such a clean, like, I can make innuendos, but I can't look at the camera and say I'm horny. Definitely. But Sabrina Carpenter was the first one to look at the camera and be like,
she literally
I need
song
dick.
says it.
Yeah. So
I love it. I love this whole album. I love it. I've loved Sabrina Carpenter for a long time, but this is like the first era of hers that I've actually
I can't say I've loved her for a long time. I think Feather and Nonsense were my first, like, I fuck with this girl. And then
I watched her on
when
Girl Meets
everybody
World.
started, yeah. She got on my nerves on Girl Meets World, but that whole show got on my nerves.
The whole show.
Because I love Boy Meets World
Irritating.
so much. So I was like, what is it?
What was I about? I was also gonna say something else about Sabrina. I forget. Oh, the Polly Pocket. She's a Polly Pocket.
She's a Polly Pocket.
She really is. And also, like,
She should do a video
just
like that.
I feel
Where
like
was she when the Barbie movie thing was going on? She definitely would have been in it.
Mm-hmm.
She would have been in it.
Just bringing back, like, the whole aesthetic of, like, a pop girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are back. We are so fucking back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chaperone as well,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I love it. It makes me feel like 2014.
Yeah. It puts, like, when I see either of these people on my screen, I get, like, a sweet taste in my mouth.
Yep.
I'm just like, oh. It might
Well,
be the
I
Polly
like
Pocket
find joy
clothes.
in the fact that, like, it's all women.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, fuck.
There's not a single man right now that I'm like,
all the men, yeah. I really love this, actually.
like, not even a twink right now that I'm like,
Mm-mm.
girly. It's all
Charlie
women right now.
XCX, like, yeah.
Men are talking about women.
Billie Eilish.
Like, my friend group that is all men cannot stop talking about famous women.
Chaperone especially.
Not in, like, a sexual way, just,
my
like,
dad
I can't stop.
asked me,
Yeah.
he was like, have you heard Pink Pony Club? I said,
Or just like how we're talking about, was Sabrina's song about Olivia or about Camila Cabello? I'm like, you know, there's like people dying.
Yeah.
But all we can talk about is these hot women. I love it.
well, as for anything else, I mean, let's see. Oh, the kangaroo fact.
Say it. Tell it to him. Tell it to him.
So baby kangaroo.
We should have done this on Moon Day.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Baby kangaroo, when they're born, the fetus is born with I believe, a bottom jaw and one arm. And it's because when it is birthed, it will climb its way with its arm.
I have to look up a kangaroo fetus.
All the way up into the pouch, and then the jaw's there for it to latch on. And, of course, grow inside of a kangaroo pouch.
So it's like
Which
a
is
post
fucking nasty if you look at
pregnancy. Like, she has it,
Yeah,
and then it also is...
It's kind of...
Look at that freak.
Yeah. It's
Literally?
really gross.
Have you watched Smiling Friends?
Mm-mm.
Okay, this... warning! Trigger warning!
Trigger warning.
Baby kangaroo fetus.
Baby kangaroo.
Okay, look at this. Baby kangaroo fetus latching on. And then look at this. And he, like, latches on in the same way. So I think they maybe found some inspiration. God, I
Kangaroos
love that
are
show.
really weird animals.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then
Really
the
weird.
fact that they're, like, always on deck. Or, like, ready to fight.
Yeah. I just can't believe those are, like, local wildlife in Australia. That's nuts. Well, let's end it on something sweet. Baby blankets.
What? Oh.
Stuffed animals and baby
Aww.
blankets.
Yes.
I thought, I have so many. Well, I first off have a baby blanket and a teddy bear that I've had since I was born.
I don't think I have anything.
But I am like a serial namer. Like,
Okay.
anything I
Yeah.
have, like, I'm gonna name it.
I wish I was
So
like
when
that.
I was like a kid, it was like serious business because I'd be like, I can't leave anybody out. Like,
yeah.
you're
Everybody's
all
gonna have a name.
Everybody's have to sit on my bed. But the OGs.
That's so sweet.
OGs. Okay, I got a teddy bear. It's a Beanie Baby, like one of the larger ones.
I love the way a
Doesn't
Beanie
even
Baby
look like
feels.
it anymore. It's like crazy. I named her Baby.
Huge.
Baby. And then my blanket was, my great grandmother made it.
Oh.
And it's like rainbow, like the stitching. Like
Okay.
The,
Okay, Pride. Grandma.
like the, what are those called? Like the quilt squares. Like they're really small. Like
Okay.
Rainbow. And I named it. It has a cute story, but you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I named my baby blanket Doo Doo. And it's because
Doo-doo, baby.
when my parents would come to like tuck me in at night, I'd like try to do it myself. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, we'll do it. Or like, I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll do it. And then it just came on as Doo Doo.
Doo-doo.
Baby and Doo Doo.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Me and baby Doo Doo. And like those things.
That's so sweet.
If there's anything in the world I care about, like that's it. Like everywhere I go.
A fire starts,
I
she's
say,
grabbing
like-
baby and doo-doo.
No, dead ass, Brynna. I text my roommates, like, if I leave, I'm like, my blanket and my teddy bear are sitting on the corner of my bed. If something happens, like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I don't care about anything else, just grab that.
Do you have, like, a location that they are where you can, like...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slay.
yeah. I used to,
Slay.
like, this is, like, I should have known I had, like, severe anxiety as a kid. Because I used to, like, sleep every single night, making sure I was holding on to both of them, just in case something happened, so I knew I could grab them.
I've never had anything that, like,
So weird.
I need like that. I don't name things either.
I'm so sick.
Like usually I would get things that are characters. So like I have a Lady and the Tramp thing that I've had forever, but it's just Lady because it's lady. Yeah. I will say the movie. If you, I don't know if you're gonna see it because it's a horror movie, but Speak No Evil.
Oh, okay.
There's a character in it that has this stuffed animal. Spoiler ahead. I don't know if you're gonna watch it,
no.
but she has this stuffed animal that she freaks out in like the first scene because she loses it, and it becomes very evident that like this bear or whatever is gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So they get away from the family.
No.
Like they get stuck with the family. They realize something's wrong and that they're murderers, and they get out. They leave, and they get like 2 hours away, and the daughter goes, "Where's my bear?" And they go back.
Idiots.
To get the bear. I literally was like, I would look at my daughter and say, I am so sorry. Like, I understand that this matters to you, but they were going to kill us.
Yeah, that would be rad.
And they go back and get it. And it
like,
starts all over. It's like halfway through the movie that they get away. Yeah.
I was like,
you're sitting here like,
I probably would have gone back.
Well, they know that girl cares about the bear, so they steal the bear when the family's trying to leave. They knew that was going to be the reason they come back.
Ew.
But it's crazy that they actually did.
Ew.
Like, they figure out that this family
crazy.
has been killing people for years and years and years, and they go back
for the bear. They were going to be like, hey, just wondering if you have that.
Yeah, and the husband and the mom, like the mom and the dad are so whipped by the kid that they go back.
Nah.
No.
Sorry, kid. We'll find something better.
Yeah. Well, our lives are a little bit more important than this goddamn bear.
Seriously, like, there's a little, like, there's so many more things to think about right now.
Yeah.
One time we thought I left my teddy bear down in Florida, and my parents were like, we were in the car, like, they were calling the hotel, like, we were driving back.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But
and
you weren't going to die when you got there.
Yeah, I found it. I was like, oh, never mind. Baby is here.
Good.
Well, I think we've rambled.
Yeah, we're out of topics.
Yeah.
We're actually speechless.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Glad to be back where we're used to. Tune in next week.
Please do. We can't wait to...
Maybe Rachel will have a story about Horror Nights. But
maybe! That would be crazy, actually.
Because this one would upload the night we're there.
Yeah.
So...
Hey.
Silly.
Well, anyways, thanks for chatting. If you see us, come chit-chat with us.
Please do.
Peace, love, and
hot wings.
Bye.
Oh.